assist you.
Hello. Hi. I don't know. How funny should it be? I don't know.
It's up to you. You can get as funny as you want. Chat. I think she's ruining the chat. I think she's fumbling.
Sketchbook tour / it's not a sketchbook, it's a binder. I'm nervous. Chat, I think I'm ruining this shit. This shit. So, instead of sketchbooks, I do binders. Several stickers. I had to calm down. So, I only have a couple of stickers here. This one down here is from Cash App. These two are from PlayAsia. These four are stickers my brother gave me from an artist called Siwoo. I love their art, it's very cute. Something I got from Little Caesars. And then something that came with the plushie. And then these two are from Comic Spectrum. This one's when I got my nibs. And, what's it called? I'm like blanking out with words. I just got out of work. A placement for my stylus. So it's this one. I don't have any stickers in the back, but there you go. Expect the best. So this binder has been with me for 2 years. It has 2023 and 2024 art. 2023 was not a good year for me. I was dealing with burnout, but not art block, and I always wished it was art block, because art block, at least I would have survived. So let's get into it. So this is obviously me doing a test run on June 13th. I normally do the first day, but by this time I graduated high school early. And this was the test page. I'm not recording. Fucking shit. At least I don't think I'm recording. I am. Oh my god. That was embarrassing. I'm so nervous. This is gonna be the longest I've talked. So obviously over here I have 2023 to 2024. I'll probably go through this by the end of this sketchbook tour, I guess. And well, it's a sketchbook to me. But this is probably going to be like a two-parter series, because like I said, this is 2023 to 2024. So we're going to do all of 2023 art and half of 2024, because I don't want this to be a long video. Because I'm editing this afterwards. So here I have little doodles. This is an OC called Callie. Random doodles. What would have been pre-Onzu. This little doodle here. I was babysitting this day and they wanted me to draw one of the guys from Turning Red. This was me coming up with a little outfit for my OC Coup. And just, yeah, random little doodles. This page has been through a lot because it pretty much ripped. And then back then, this is how I normally do like page spreads. This is my OC Den. This is just me figuring out not how she looks like, because she looks like this beautiful baby. Doesn't talk. Only talks via emojicons. Mainly because she hates talking. Wait, this is not Den. Who are you? Because this is Den. Who are you? You've been hearing this a lot. I don't remember majority of my OC's names. Oh, it's Blue. There you go. Thank God I write the names on top. Jesus Christ. I used to draw like this. I used to do like a tiny little icon of their face, just so I can like memorize their face. And then I would do like tiny little doodles of what I think their personality would be. She's always covered up. She's more, not flamboyant. And she was always ready for a nap. She's the type of kid who's quiet and sleeping in class. That's pretty much her. Obviously, she's a little shy. So, I used to find this funny. I don't think you could see it well. Just her saying what. And then, this is when I started one of my 4 main projects. I got it from the Hatsune Miku song, Bad and Night. I'm still in the beginning. This 75 pages in and I'm still in the beginning. This is Crony. I mean, you might see one other character, but I don't think you see the others. 2025, I drew them more. And if you want to see how far I got to 2025, you just have to wait by the end of this year. But I was playing with their character here, of how I think she will look like. Well, this is how she looks like, but how she is. She was supposed to be like the detective of that script. She still is. Nothing's changed in that story. I just introduced her into the story, actually. Crazy how she turns out. Because she's petty. She's petty like that. The pages get stuck because there's so many. This is an adoptable my brother got for me. I really liked it. She's like really cute. So I decided to draw her. I don't think I have her anymore. But it was good having her while she was here with me. And she's like really cute. I named her Akane, or Silver for short. Monster Girls. Oh my god. This right here is Nina. And then this is her roommate slash partner. This is just me designing her for the first time. But I didn't want to do like a full spread of her because it was probably, she was not really a main character in the story. But she does have a name and I did give her a whole entire spread. And I was originally going to make a manga out of this. Didn't get far because by this time, burnout happened to me. And I was just not motivated. And then 2024, I was going to start writing that manga. And then I started college. So, nothing happened. Next page. This is Alu. Oftentimes when I draw OCs, I just go based on what's on my mind, and this is the hairstyle I had on my mind that day, I guess. So I just did a full body, me playing with her face, and then just random poses. She likes pasta. And a random eye. She's cute. I like her. Oh my god. So this is another main project called Changing of the Season. You see her a lot now by this time, people from my old videos last year. This is Alina. This is the main protagonist of my 3rd main project called Changing of the Seasons. I need to finish writing this. But like, this is me playing with her face, personality. She later gets a design changed. Well, an outfit change. But yeah, this is her. From a charismatic city girl to emotionally unavailable country girl. But it's weird how she changed so much throughout the years. And then next is Carla. She also changed a lot. There's only, I believe, one person that didn't change throughout the story. And that's Sui, and I think she'd probably be the next one. If not, then it's Iris. But this is me playing with her. them interacting. Surprisingly, it was supposed to be a harem. And then I ended up changing that to Alina ending up with actually one of the other seasons. And I won't spoil that because that's part of the series. You have to find out. Can you tell I am a storyteller? I can't explain much. So this is me with her hair, thinking of her hair, finding out her personality. In the actual show, she's more like this. She's more reserved, more, she's more skeptical. She doesn't trust people as much as often. But she is wholeheartedly a kind person when she's opened up to people. So yeah, this is more likely how she is now. So Iris. Oh, I wish I could say much about this project, but Iris is my favorite right now. Writing lore-wise. I wish I can spoil it, but I can't because I'm gripping my hand because the lore, the drama for poor little Iris is intense. It's how like I said, it's how I played with her hair and then just going off, doing whatever I wanted. She was so happy back then. I wonder what happened. Anyways. Rise. It's the villain. She just wasn't supposed to be a villain, and then this drawing right here is what shaped her to is what she is now in the story. And I guess I'll give a little fun fact about Rise. She is very powerful. She is able to control the heat of the fucking sun. And she can give you a heat stroke. And that's how she manipulates you to do what she wants. And I'm crimping my hand again because I'm excited. I haven't seen this in like 2 years. And then this is Sui. This is the one who did not change. Kinda. No, she did change. Her personality got swapped with Carla. Well, not Carla, with Iris. Because what Iris was when I first designed her, all happy and cheery. And this one's like, and original Sui was, oh my god, this person is so annoying, so I'm going to be even more annoying so she'll leave me alone. Tomboyish. She was supposed to be tomboy. Changed the heck out of that. This girl has separation anxiety. And canonically, and it still is canon that Carla does not like Sui because she always forgets to pass the baton by the end of fall. So she can start making it snow and make winter. She kind of sucks with remembering to do that. And of course Iris knows that winter does not like autumn. And obviously now Unloon is like, yeah, I can see that. And it's very cute. I like their dynamic a lot, especially now because it's more intense. And then me having art blocks, so I decided to make a new OC. This is Casey. She didn't really have a story, and then I had a dream. And now she has a story. I don't think I'll probably tell it, but basically, the point is, during summer break, Casey's already in her 3rd year of high school. She was top of her class, and she was dealing with burnout. So now she's has a list of what she wants to do during the summer, and she's gonna complete that shit. And majority of that shit is dangerous. So she's ready. She's ready for everything. She's tired of putting other people first, so she's doing it herself. She's putting herself first. And I find it funny how her hair here is very flat, and then it just popped out. Lore accurate. more Monster Girls. Oh, I like drawing Monster Girls. I was drawing a lot of Monster Girls by this time. This is Ollie. Not much to say, but she's rooming with Nina and her other roommate. And she's, in this story, a 4th year. I guess I'll explain this story now. So, it's a concept between Monsters, Inc. and Monster University with a hint of, I have to be scary because that's what the world needs. And if I'm not scary, then I serve no purpose. So they attend this high school to be scary. And hopefully, the school, if they're imperfect, the school teaches them how to be scary. But Nina wants to take the easy way into being scary by putting herself through a machine over and over again. And every time she comes back with the new feature, but never scary enough. That's how I describe the story. But it's hard to be scary when you look this cute in a dress. That's great. Another story, Rosalind, just 2 besties having fun. That's how I see it. It's just besties being besties. Totally, there's no romantic intentions between these girls. But she's the hyperactive one, extroverted, and she's the chaotic introvert. She will murder somebody. That's all I'm saying. Then we have Selena, the chaotic introvert. Totally goth. And not emo. Please believe that she's goth. That's the only thing that she wants, is for people to believe that she's goth. Please. But no, she will choose violence. And that's what I like about her. She's squishy. And I like her. She has very long hair. Subaru is next. Surprisingly enough, I was playing with shapes and ended up with a monster girl. And these 3 are classmates. And they can never get along. The reason why I have sticky notes here is because there's stuff written underneath. Mainly because I was in therapy. Good times. Good times dealing with burnout. But they're besties. Except these 2 can't get along. And it could be a platonically love triangle, but we don't talk about that. All of these sketches are stories that will probably never see the light of day. This one probably will. Because this is playing with the concept of prince and princess want to rule their kingdoms instead of their older sisters. So they're faking an engagement. And that's fun. Water spilled here. But this is Naomi. Second daughter, very childish, very religious. She comes from a very religious kingdom. And she's tired of the world. And I believe, and this is the guy she's marrying to. I believe, yeah, it's Caspian. They met as children. Me playing with this face because I can't draw guys. To this day, I still cannot draw guys. Will I ever learn? Probably. I should. But this is him thinking of the idea. If they get married, then they both get to rule their kingdoms. Yeah, he thinks he's smart, but he's a little dumb. And we love that about him. But obviously he's in love with her. She slowly falls in love with him. Rosette, this is my friend's OC. When she showed me her OC, I told her if I could draw her. She said yes. There she is. To this day, I still cannot draw her too. A very sad day. But she's so cute. I want to draw her again. Cause it's cute. I like her. I like this. I like Hiroshi a lot. Me playing with noses in my style, I guess. Because there's a specific artist, I can't pronounce it, so I'll probably put it in the video. But their style is so realistic that I just love it so much. I still follow them. I still watch their video. His video. I don't remember their pronouns. But, oh, it's so good. I think this is the time where I started experimenting with my... No, not yet. With my art style a little bit. Demon. My friend drew... What's it called? She drew an OC for an anime. I don't remember what it's... I suck with names. Either it being people or anime. It starts with an I. I'm gonna have to put that in post as well. I can't remember it. But this is mine. Look at her. Look at them. So cute. A shy bean. Can you tell I started another project? Who would have guessed? Another. This story is based off another Vocaloid song called Alice Sacrifice. This is Alice and this is supposed to be Alice. But I think I based off like 2 songs of Vocaloid song and The Devil's Train. So the concept of this one, I still might say it in like a comic, so I won't spoil it much, but the synopsis is pretty much of kids go missing and they end up playing the big parts of like Alice in Wonderland. She's supposed to be the Queen of Hearts, and her twin brother Alex tries to find her and he ends up in Wonderland, and he has to pretty much survive and figure out why his own sister doesn't want to come back home. Spoiler alert, she kind of has no head. She got her head chopped off. That's all I'm saying. But she is a psycho. And there could be a devil controlling her. We don't know that. Atlas. Another story. It was supposed to be... This story was supposed to be another one of my main projects, but I decided to put it off longer because I don't know, because I wrote this story was made my freshman year of high school, back when the pandemic was still going around, and it was supposed to be an assignment, and I just liked that idea so much. It's called April Shower, and it was based off a song with the same name. Pretty good song. And if you listen to that song, which you should, you pretty much get like the premise of what the show was. Obviously, some of it changed a little bit. Oh, these are adopted sisters. This is Atlas and this is Aubrey, I believe. Yeah, that's Aubrey. Say it with me, y'all. Another story. This one came from a dream. So when I woke up, I immediately drew the main protagonist, because how the dream started in my brain was a girl who was supposed to be a sacrifice was running away from this big, I'm gonna say it's a hydra. Well, not really a hydra. Chimera. It's a chimera. And pretty much Ida's just trying to live her best life, trying to finish school and not get killed by her principal, who is this hydra. I actually do want to revisit this story because I feel like the story would be pretty cool. Amber, this is supposed to be friends to lover story. Her story probably will not be told, mainly because I would say probably not, but I used to do her a lot 2021 to 2022. Well, 2022 to 2023, because 2024 my new OCs were born, which is the one you see mainly on the channel, which is Myrrh, Joy, Judas, and Yumeri. No, this is not the binder that has their birth. This probably has the binder, the birth of Myrrh and Joy. It was mainly those two for the past 2 years before the rest of the cast were born this year. But Amber was always working. She wanted to save money for college. She wanted to be a hairdresser because she likes doing her hair. She has super long hair based on the twin tails and braids. But Amber walked so Myrrh can run, basically, because they had like the same personality, except one, she's hardworking, and Amber's hardworking. Myrrh is more hardworking, but she knows how to take a break. Amber's not that type of person to me. And then art block. This is when art block hit, and I had a pen, and basically it was like on like very like this much ink. So I was like, okay, let's just finish this pen. Lost that pen, but basically the ink never died, and I don't have that pen anymore. So Rise, Carla, Ida. I don't remember her name, but that's Nina, her again, and then Addison. Sally, this is another OC that I made because I like making OCs, and she had no story to her. So it was just me wanting to do an outfit that I saw on Pinterest. Later did I know that it was the outfit that she had was AI. And when I was drawing her right here, I did not know how her outfit worked. But this is just her and how I feel like she would act. So yeah, that's silly. Another story, y'all. When I get art blocked, I normally think of stories, and I asked my friend, my bestie, if she can give me 2 types of ships. So she chose a princess and a jester. I still need to draw her partner, but this is what the princess looks like. I think I had an original story for her where I think the basic synopsis was that her kingdom was being under attack, and so yeah, this is Maria. Maria was born 2021, but this is me doing more of her characters and what her skin tone would actually look like. And then her little friend. I have her full design in a different sketchbook. If you want to see the actual sketchbook, let me know. But That sketchbook was very depressing for me. It took me literally like almost 3 years to finish it. This is Shadow, my Obey Me OC. But I think this is by the time like Nightbringer was out. So I decided to redid some old art. And some new ones of what I think she would look like in the past. So yeah, this is her. I like this one a lot. It's very cute. The Birth of Joy. Solace for Joy. She never kept this red shirt. Very sad day for her because now her whole entire outfit is black. But yeah, this is me doing random poses. What I thought she was gonna be. Beginning of the story. Boy, was I wrong. This is Clara. This is by the time where I was making protagonists in the stories into villains. Clara was based off the Little Red Riding Hood. And I basically got this idea off of watching a sketchbook tour of Sketching with Shay back when she first started. So I got that idea off of that. And I don't draw animals. Obviously, you could tell by my previous video where I was trying to draw the companion of that sourced her powers. I guess I was having a good day that day that I drew this. This is the beta design of what Anzu would have looked like. AKA this channel's persona. They also have a story. And this story is more complicated. So, for those of you who don't know, I have 2 channels. I have Pentagon Production, which is where I'm going to be putting all my animated series and my original works for shows there. And that persona's name is Stellar, which is I use on Discord, as well as Anzu. And they hate each other. But it's like little sibling versus older sibling. Anzu's who's I've been Stellar for so long. Still am. I use Stellar since 2021. It's 2025 and I still use it. I still use them. They're cute. But basically the concept was demon versus dinosaur. Who would win? And what's their powers? Because they all have powers. And it was supposed to be a comic. Probably still do it. Probably not. But then Encanto came out. And it was like, oh, it has the similar concept as that. Oh well. It's still going to be out anyways. And then this is when I discovered that my art block was not art block, but burnout. Can we say that again, people? Burnout. And this is when I had already designed Rise and Iris's new outfits instead of the casual outfits they had when they were first born. My friend's OC. Me teaching my nephew how to draw. I think I was in Texas on a trip because we go there like monthly in like June and July. We didn't go this year because I started working, and normally it's fun, but I would always bring like pages of sketchbooks or stuff so I can draw, and I just could not draw for the life of me. This is here is Stumi. This is also part of the little comic for Anzu and Stellar. Stumi is mainly a persona I use for like when I'm playing games like dating sims or I started using them more for dating sims instead of Shadow, which I need to give Shadow her own persona because when I play games it's like Shadow Fox. So obviously just by the name itself, you can obviously tell what type of persona that person would be. But this is Stellar that I often use. Then by this time I was into Twisted Wonderland. Still am. and I use them a lot. But this is when my art style did a jump. This is Ro. Ro is part of the Bad and Night story. And she's the maid. What you see here is how she is now in the story, where she's reserved. She's obviously a caregiver. She's... I won't say she's the mother of the group because... Well, she is. She cares more about other people than she does herself. And I know that her hair doesn't make sense because it's short hair, and I just like it like this, okay? And you can call me a liar before, where I said I don't think I drew any of the other characters besides Ro. Yeah, you can call me a liar here. This is Ina and this is Cherries. And this is the actual mother of the group, quote unquote. And then Ina's the daughter of the game master. The game master. Not the gays. God, Lord forbid the gays. And she's, in this story wise here, she was supposed to be like 5 or 6. Now, that's in this main story, she's 7 to 8. Close to 9. Because I realized that would be bad if she was lore-wise, where she's 17. Crony just turned 17. Finn, Ro, I forget her name. I don't think I drew her here, but Illy, who are 15. The protagonist, I believe I named him, was Jay, is 16. So obviously, timeline-wise, I had to age her up a little bit more so she can stand on par with the other characters, because I don't think lore accuracy in this story, she was going to be legal. She was going to be okay. The timeline for this story is wonky and I need to fix it, basically. This is Mika. I saw a cute hairstyle on Pinterest. So obviously I drew it. I made a new LC for it and I drew it. I like it. It's like not bad, but could have been better. But like I said, I was dealing with burnout, and by this time I was fully staying. I moved from Texas to start college. This is that. This is Ocean. I think by this time I watched Ride the Cyclone. Still my favorite musical to this day. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But my depression here was very bad. My burnout was severely awful by this time. And I was still coming up with stories creatively, but I just couldn't draw for the life of me. And for me, drawing for me is like my coping mechanism. And if I can't draw, I am miserable. Basically to that point. And so, obviously when you're depressed, you listen to Billie Eilish. So I started using that same pose, some of her lyrics. Basically, she's supposed to be like this robot, the actual person behind this character just decided to up and leave. Sorry if my voice is like coming in and out. I've been not used to talking for this much by myself. So please stand by. More Joy. This is when I got markers from Temu. They suck. They didn't really last me that long. But this is how Joy will look like if she was an adult after. This is how she will look like when the story ends. When I say the story ends, because I haven't decided if I'm gonna give her the full-time run of 4 years in college. Because I have the first 2. I don't know if I want to give her 2 more. Maybe if the comic does well. If not, then, oh boy, it stops at 2. Because that's how far I got. And then this is the birth of Mer. This is what she actually looks like. This is her full canon. This is her canon design. Because you see me draw her in... Well, this is her full canon design. Because you guys see me draw her in different outfits, different hairstyles. But this is what she actually looks like. She loses the glasses. And then her blue eyes are actual contacts. And that's when I realized her wearing glasses on top of contact lenses should not be a thing because I wear glasses. And that does not make sense. So yeah, this is me having messed up brain. But this is the birth of Mer. Well, not really birth of Mer. I think Mer was born with Joy as couples. I say I believe. Because I don't remember. It's been too long. Like I said, I had them for 3 years. And I'm just barely remembering this this year's sketchbook spreads. This is Cece, another Monster Girl character. She's a hybrid of a bat and a jellyfish. The jellyfish part she gets for her hair. And she is a first year along with Maria and her other friend. But yeah, this is her. She's hyperactive. Mind you, none of these people can talk. Like there is monsters who can talk, but that's like they have to go like full in term school to learn how to communicate with words. And these girls normally talk by facial expressions, hand movement, sign language. Because the main point of this project was for me to have more representation. And I wanted to do sign language. I want to do people with body movement. And obviously have like mute characters. And people with bright skin. I think it would be fun if I drew them all human to see actually what they would look like human. But Cece was born based off this specific hairstyle that I found on Pinterest, and then I just added the jellyfish aesthetic to it. This is Talia. So, in my original sketchbook, she was born, which is based off a ASMR, not a boyfriend ASMR, but an ASMR that I heard. And I liked the story so much of like the guy in the story was grieving for his sister, I think. He was either grieving for his sister or he was grieving for us. And I thought, damn, that's an amazing concept. I want to build off of it more. So the main protagonist is obviously grieving for his sister, thinking that she died when their home planet got destroyed. But in reality, she's alive. She's just badly injured and doesn't remember anything. And this is her girlfriend. This is the woman who fixes her arm that she loses and that her girlfriend loses during that destruction of her planet. This is me playing with markers again. This is Luna. And obviously I defaulted to this hairstyle, and to the point when I was drawing her, I'm like, wait a minute. I think she'd be very great friends with Blue. So I drew them together, like hanging out. And looking at them side by side, I do think they would be besties. And they're cute together. So yeah, this is just me doing like a 3-color marker challenge with just blues, pinks, and yellows. And I do think it turned out cute. This is Yumi. I saw a cute hair design on Pinterest, and I asked my sister to pick out 3 colors, and this light purple was picked out by my niece. So yeah, I mean, there's not much I can say about her. It was just me trying to learn markers and just try my best. I'm still not good with markers till this day. And this is the redesigning area era for Alina. This is me drawing Alina. By this time I already did the whole entire cast, and Alina was just the last one. So this is when she became a full-on farmer girl. Her little bracelet that her friend gave her. Then me just playing like the flows of her hair and how I think her personality would look like, and then her glow up. This is Ro. I believe this is the time Honkai Star Rail came out. I now date my pages now. But, sorry, my throat is hurting. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. But this is just me playing with markers, on a call with my friends. I wouldn't consider her a monster girl, because I feel like she's more like a crystallized creature of a fish. Like crystal meets fish, basically. And she's like a little racer. More monsters. This is me being bored during a lecture, so I just drew this in class. Pay attention to your teachers, because I like my privacy, but I guess I'll say this. I studied to become a medical assistant when I was in college. And obviously, this information is very important because you guys are the first people. I'm the first person you see on a daily basis, so your medical assistant should know what they're doing. But this is just me just being bored. There's no story behind this. I just thought of this and just went with it. Then me doing fan art for Honkai Star Rail. Hook is my favorite character. I just love her. I want her as a daughter, like Jesus Christ. Ooh. And then I drew Bailu. I drew Ho-Ho, and then I drew Clara, and then asked my friend on who to draw between Himiko and Herta. She asked me to draw Kafka. But by the time I read her message, it was already too late, and I already finished the spread. Whoopsie. This is Star Rail characters. Obviously, you can tell where I started, like, losing steam. Herta. And this is the birth of me making D&D characters as kids, because I thought it would be cute and kind of funny if I put kids through trauma. So this is Autumn, a mute fox girl, who I believe I gave her the class of a rogue. And this is just her. She's trying to find her mentor again, basically. And obviously I gave her autumn colors. And I really like it. She looks so cute. She now has a party. And you'll probably see her party in part 2. Which I think I just might do like all of 20. Well, how many pages do I have left? Let's see. Because my voice is getting tired. I'll probably do up to I'll probably do 50 pages of 2024. Because I generally don't know how long this video is going to be. And I still need to edit, and I still need to do my drawing challenge for today. So this is Autumn. This is Tori. I had an idea of a polyamorous ship for a story. I no longer remember it, sadly. But yeah, this is Tori. I believe she is. I don't think she's the main protagonist. She's one of the characters. Oh, no, remember, I actually do remember the story. So it's basically about a girl who gives like really good dating advice despite her never being in a relationship. And the two people that she's giving dating advice are the type of people who want to date her. And they both are willing to share her, basically. No, she is the main protagonist. Never mind. I lied. Oh, that was it. So this is the start of 2024. This is New Year's. So I just came back from a party by this day. And now I started doing a first page for my binder sketchbook. So obviously I drew Iris's new outfit with Alina. She has more like a night motif now than last year. So yeah, she changed a lot. This is Lily's. I just wanted to make an OC because I still had this layout left. So yeah, this is just tiny little doodles of a hairstyle that I found and a cute hair headband. So yeah, that's that. I don't know what else to say. This is when I got Posca markers and I wanted to draw Mer. Obviously it bled because I didn't notice. And this is when I started shipping both. Well, not started shipping. They've been together for 3 years. And I just drew them together. I think here this hug is more platonic. This is when I started getting more into VTubers. Well, more like I'm obsessed with VTubers now. So this is me trying to make up a model. She's a combination of a moth, butterfly, and a crow. And I really do like her design. I probably might bring her back for maybe a story or something. Or I don't know. I was originally going to sell her, but now I just might keep her. Because she looks so cute. This is Emma. I just wanted to make an OC this day. This is by the time my art block was no longer there and my burnout was still there. But I was not letting that shit control my life no more. So yeah, this is just Emma. This is V. This is another friend's OC. So my OC Mentara, I put her through a little dating thing where artists will share their OCs, like personality, and then other artists will be like, oh, she'll be perfect with my OC, and they tell me theirs, and then we'll start making art about them. And this is V. This is Mentara's love of her life. And I drew her in a reel, so in that reel, this is what she actually looks like now, and not in my style. Obviously, I just could not draw her well this day. And then this is when I listened to Pandora from a K-pop artist. And I just played off of what if Pandora's box were actually human. And obviously I drew Hope. I drew she's the smallest out of all the people in the box. Because that's hope, that's love. I still need to draw more of the other cast. And then just Mentara and V, just being cute together. This is Nina and me just playing with their story. This is what happens when you go through the machine constantly. You actually grow an actual face. So yeah, this is just Nina just being Nina. You might see her on Monday, but this is my OC Michaela. And I'll probably talk about her story in that video where I draw her in a different outfit, because that's what I do when I'm finished work. I draw her in a different outfit every Friday. I'm basically building up her confidence, and this is what she looks like. This is her actual outfit looks like, which is just an over baggy dress shirt. And this is when I started making my changing of the seasons OCs into villains. So obviously this is Carla. I guess you can read this. Though no, never mind. This majority of this contains spoilers. I'll probably scratch some off when I actually make and edit this later on. This is Iris. Not much to see here. Rise. And let's go past this one. Sui. Sui is one who I drew first. And I didn't realize until like later. But, oh, whoops. This is Sparkle. This is when she was first announced. Baddie, I love her so much. She's like super cute. This is Hala. I drew her on a desk, and she's actually one of the characters in the comic now, mainly because Murray's ex-girlfriend needs a friend. So, welcome back from the dead, Hala. Welcome back. I guess you can read this. But look at her, she's so pretty. This is Emily, another character from the comic. This is when she was born, which is March 1st. And she's just tired. She's tired all the time. Obviously, I know her character more, but I'm not going to spoil that. Because that comic is actually a main project, and I can't spoil anything about it. This is a game concept design I had based off my first story I made in middle school. And that was combining the concept of Yandere Simulator and Fran Bow. But now the story changed, and this is more a still Fran Bow type of esque and Undertale with the hint of weirdcore. And basically, she goes to this weird realm by just eating mushrooms. She may or may not be dead. But this is just me thinking of her design. Oh, and Amori, correction. That's another game that I wanted to base off as. What she looks like in the real world is what she looks like in the other realm of weirdness. This is Alyssa. Oh, this is Hannah, and then this is Alyssa. This is the villain of the story. Basically, you'd be playing both characters as well in this story. I can't really go much about her because I haven't developed her fully, but obviously Alyssa has no actual human form because she traded her full body for the weird realm. This is some Murdoodles I did for Pride. This is like June. So probably this is like March to May. This is June because this is Pride Month. I do this during Pride Month. And obviously I drew her in a different outfit. This is actually a canon outfit that she would actually wear, which is a white shirt over a yellow overall dress. And then me giving her a purple jacket because I didn't give her an actual color for her jacket. It's white now. It's forever white. The purple was a mistake. The Birth of You Mary. So I'm lying again. I don't remember stuff where I put my sketchbooks. But this is The Birth of You Mary. And I think this is also the time Judas was also born, but you won't see her because she's in my sketchbook, my actual sketchbook. It's just me going based off of what her character will look like. She changed a lot in that story, but everything is still the same. This is Millie. So we're now in August territory. And I guess all of this, I graduated from college with my medical assisting degree. And burnout was awful, so I was trying to get back to the swing of things by just drawing. And this Sarah, oh my lord, I was hella depressed. Like I said, I'm doing fine now. I'm happy and everything. But this is another main story I wanted to do. But I have to put this in the side burner because I have 4. I have Hell's Crusade, which had been going on since 2020. I have Changing of the Seasons, which is 2021. I have Bad and Night, which is also 2021. And I have Flesh Heart, which is 2023 till now. And that story is where all my OCs that you know currently now are from. And I already have a list of all the other stories I need to do, but obviously the 4 main ones are my top priority right now. As I say, quote unquote, because they have not been developed in a long time. And I already started a different story called Blue Light. That's already 3 episodes in. And mainly because that one's starting off as a slice of life romance going into more harder topics, because all those 4 stories that I mentioned, my main projects, go into more harder territory type of messages, basically. So this is just, anyways, Millie, me trying to remember what she looked like, because 2021, cough cough, and then a little comic. Michaela in a different outfit, and then just tiny little doodles. This is when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was announced. Doodles. I was originally gonna do the same thing I did for Pride Month, but cough cough. This is when I said the markers I got off Temu suck. They dried up so fast, and I barely got to use them. It sucked. This is Mira, another fish OC this is a fish girl that I drew 2021, and I decided to draw them. Well, I decided to draw her. She's supposed to be a representation of trans people as fish. She's a little fish, and I love her. I need to bring her back for her story. I had her story developed. I forgot it, so now I have to develop it again. And then me trying to go into hyperpop. Still want to learn how to do it fully. I'll probably do 40 pages and then I'll call it there, and we'll do part 2. So this is a note. You can zoom in if you want, or screenshot this. Obviously this was my first attempt. I didn't like it, and then this is my second attempt, and I like this one more. I'm hiding some mistakes, so don't worry about that. This is Amanda and Alira. This is Maria's parents, quote unquote parents. Basically, Maria was born out of those 2's genes in the machine, because one is the top scarer and one is the teacher. They were roommates, classmates, and they are in love. Love good Yuri. And this is what I was gonna do, an art style study. Failed that immediately. I mean, you can actually see the aftermath. So I just drew Myrrh, and then her and Joy. I failed that. And obviously this is the time where I started, my anxiety and depression were just awful. Stuff happened IRL for me, and I can't really talk about it because I don't want to remember it. And then Myrrh and Joy, and then a little tiny doodle of Myrrh with my pens that my sister gave me before I left. It's based off an actual manga. If you know the manga, hit me up. We can be besties if you know the manga cover. And then a little comic if I did of Mer and Joy. Obviously, Mer is very extroverted and Joy is introverted before she became an extrovert by Mer. Their friendship, their love stories drives me to adrenaline. This, her being completely awkward because Joy loves karaoke. She adores it so much. She likes singing. But obviously when she invites other people, she gets nervous. I guess this day she didn't sleep because this day was pre-planned. And then me drawing some Miku figures. Because I think by this time I decided I was going to do Miku October. Which I have its own video for if you want to see those sketches. And I was just drawing with marker that I just had. And this is Shay. This was based off a Instagram OC creator generator thing. And this is what she looks like. And this is just me like figuring out her personality. And then just stick with this one. Batshit crazy. Batshit Pharaoh, basically. And this is Koshiki Bijou. I think by this time I was thinking like, oh, by the end of each month I would draw a VTuber. So this is Bijou. Just like tiny little doodles I did of her. And this is by this time it was me playing with the story more, getting it developed. This is Mintara. That's Mintara. Basically you can read this. This is canon, but this is information that pretty much people should know. They're half siblings, same dad, different mother. These are friends. This is acquaintance, friends to lovers, and then just them being them. Obviously pause it if you want to read it. And then Mer plus Joy. I think they were already dating in my brain. Obviously Joy is the one who initiates more in the relationship. So obviously I think Joy is the one who initiates it because she's already been in a relationship, and Mer's relationship was by technicality, quote unquote, not real. But Joy initiating the first kiss, and then Mer finally starts initiating more and getting comfortable with it, and then kiss on the lip, and then just her like showing actual love to Joy, who always loved her. Joy eating because she's a foodie, a pose of Mer from a Miko figure that I saw, and then just crying Mer because she just loves Joy so much. I like this little doodle. And then this is her reference sheet. I want to do it digital because I feel like I could have done it better. Her 2 actual canon outfits. Her phone case. All this is canon. She was born 10/15. She's pansexual. She's 20. All of this is canon. Her actual eye color. Which her actual eye color is similar to Mintara. They have similar eye color, and then the blue ones are contacts. Her main color palette, and the add-ons, and then her alternative hairstyles. This is Joy's ref sheet. Obviously, this is what she looks like. Alternative outfits, phone, bag. You can pause this if you want to actually read everything. She's bisexual. She was born 5/3. She's 19, so a year younger. And I can't draw shoes. And this is when Spilled Ink came out. Well, not really Spilled Ink. I think it came out way before this. And basically, I guess I was just copying Emily on how they drew in like these manga artists' art styles. And then I just drew Mer for fun in my original style. So Mer doodles, I found references on Twitter, and I wanted to use it, so it's just that. And like I said, I was completely burnout. Well, actually, this was art block. This was actually art block but I didn't want art block to linger, so I just continued drawing. And then some more merdoodles. I actually do like how she looks here. All of these are so cute, especially in these markers. And I guess that's it. I'm calling it here for today because there's, I believe, like 155 pages. And I'm going to end it here because my voice is tired. My voice is already hurting. But if you do want a part 2, comment down below. And I'll get that out quicker. And then obviously in part 2, I will be going over these doodles over here because it's 2023 and 2024 art that's in here. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And I'll see you all next time. I do appreciate every one of you who's stick with me so far. Anyways, that's it. Bye!